Hey everyone, Cody from Mactelecom Networks. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new device that integrates within UniFi Protect application, and a lot of people have been waiting for that. It is the air quality. Now, the air quality is a sensor that does monitor quite a few different applications. We have temperature, we have relative humidity, CO2, we have particulate matter, we have TVOC, VOC index, we have nitrogen oxide, we have air quality index, and we also have vape event detection. In this video, it's more so going to be an overview of the air quality. I do have a business that have had it for quite a while, and we'll look over some graphs of what it has been doing. But first, let's take a closer look at the air quality. This is the air quality. On the top of the device, we could see the Ubiquiti branding, and if we turn it to the side, on both sides, it has the ventilation holes. You can see that screw, and that will lock into our mount, which I will show you in a second. If we go to the back, you can see that this is powered by PoE. And since it's powered by PoE, we do not need a SuperLink gateway. We have a couple different options that we could do with mounting. If we're going to be mounting this onto drywall, this is the mount that you could use, and you can see the hole for that security screw. All we would do is put the mount inside of the air quality, and once it's in, we would just twist. After it's twisted on, we're going to want to make sure that we screw down that security screw. If you're going to be doing this into drop sealing, they do give you another bracket for drop sealing as well. Now that we've seen what the air quality physically looks like, let's get it adopted into our UniFi Protect application. All we need to do is click to adopt. The air quality is now adopted, and we could take a look at a bunch of different things. This data is all in real time, so we could see the CO2 ppm, and it's at 708. So our green zone would be between 400 and 1000. If you go above 1000, your CO2 is too high, and you can see that is 708. That will most likely change. We could also see vape, which is at 0%. We could see the temperature of where it's at currently, which is in my basement, humidity, the VOC, TVOC, and then we could see our air quality index, which is 2 IDX. We also have our PM, so 1.0, we have 2.5, 4.0, and then we have 10.0. We're going to take a look at sensor management in a minute, but we could also see our status, our connection, the model device, the MAC address, the IP address, and the uptime of this device, and the triggers that we have set, which I don't have any triggers currently set, except the sense extreme value. Now, under statistics, this is going to show us a bunch of different things, but since I just plugged it in, we're not going to see much on this graph. So we could see the CO2, and then you could see the vape confidence. So I did grab an air freshener and I sprayed it at the air quality, and it did go up quite a bit. So if you are deploying these, you're not going to want to have the air quality near something that does spray fragrance out. Under our settings, we could give this a name, and we could also pair this with the camera if that's something that we'd like to do. We could create a tag, we have our status lights, and then we have our dashboard widget. Now this is really cool. Within the air quality, there is LED rings, so we could either pick for CO2 or we could do air quality. So if the air quality is green, that means it's good. If it's yellow, it's moderate. If it's this orange color, it's poor. Or if it's red, it means it's unhealthy. The same thing goes with the air quality, but there are a couple different rings or different LED colors. We do have events to capture, so if you don't want to capture every single event, say you don't want to have CO2 or vape, you could turn those off. And you could also set safe zones. For our CO2, we would want to have our CO2 only up to 1000 in our indoor spaces. So that's what I would set it to, and then it would alert me if it went anything over that. Let's quickly take a look at a screenshot of an air quality that has been installed for quite a while. We could see this is showing vape, and the time range is 1 week. On May 26, 2026 at 5:56, we could see that the vape confidence was up to 73.13%. So you could assume that somebody was vaping pretty close to this air quality. And if you had a sensor go off or you had something set on Alarm Manager, it would notify the admins or whoever you have that set to notify. In this graph, we show what 2 weeks looks like for our CO2 levels, which they are all good. They're all between that 400 and 1000 range. Like I said, if we go above 1000 in an indoor space, that is when you want it to alert you. Going over to my sensor manager for my air quality, it has only been plugged in about an hour, so there really isn't much to this graph. But once I do some more testing on it and put in some more air quality, I will do a follow-up video. Lastly, we could go ahead and we could create an alarm. I'm going to click on sensor and then we're going to do vape, and we're going to do it under the only air quality that I have. I'm going to want this just to notify, and it's going to notify our admins. It will push out if it notices any vape at all, so that we could go to the site and see who is vaping in the area. And that's going to be my very quick first look at the UniFi air quality. And I really like this device, and it comes in at $99 USD. I'm really hoping to push a lot more of those out so that I could do a follow-up video and we could see the great functionality that it has. Another thing that I really like is how the LEDs change color to what is happening within the environment. So green is good and red is bad, and you may want to exit the area. Let me know what you think about the air quality in the comments below. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.